Okay, how is it?
We're
It's a
back.
little
We're
bit
back.
slow, but we'll see. Don't worry.
We're back with our AFCON series again, and it's the big semi-final between the Super Eagles and the host team Morocco. We need to do a post review. Is Biodun, Warifa, Mustafa. I'm still Afalabi, and welcome to another AFCON show.
Okay, welcome. I know a lot of people like Beardo are saying that the referee. I think the referee was a little bit
Very
biased, but
biased.
even if the referee was biased, even if he was biased, Nigeria also didn't do what they were supposed to do. They didn't try to press at all.
Yeah.
And Afolabi, you said that Nigeria's style of football through this whole tournament, they've been pinning teams down. The ball is always on
Mhm.
their half of the pitch and everything else. We've also been saying that Ndidi was the anchor of the team, so that's why they were able to pin teams down. But even if Ndidi doesn't play, it's okay if you try to press teams and pin them down. If you lose, it's okay to lose playing the way you play rather than giving too much respect to Morocco. Um, Nigeria didn't press; they sat back a little bit, and when Osimhen didn't have the ball, he wasn't trying to pin the midfielders. And whenever he got the ball close to the box, he'll pass it to somebody else. And Ndidi struggled, not Ndidi, Iwobi struggled in this game because he was losing.
Ogo na Onyeka.
What was the name of my video?
Mhm.
What did I say? Amrabat will destroy who?
Iwobi.
And I predicted it
Amrabat
because
didn't even play now.
oh, he didn't play yet. But what the point I was making though, it doesn't have to be Amrabat. Having Iwobi in the midfield, even if you have Ndidi, is a liability for the central defensive midfield function because he can't do. And Iwobi played okay, but he was losing battles with the midfielders in that team. He was losing battles. He didn't get enough time to thread his passes. But when you play teams like Algeria and other, you have time so you can thread your passes. But he
Yeah.
didn't have time because he had to fight for the ball, and he can't fight for the ball. Am I trying to disrespect Iwobi? But what I'm trying to say is that Iwobi is a liability when you meet a team that has a strong midfield because he doesn't do the defensive parts. And maybe that's why Osimhen was dropping into the midfield. What are your thoughts, Biodun, about the referee and also about the fact that Nigeria lost the midfield back?
Can I jollof
Yeah,
rice?
thank you, Luis. I think you got it spot on. I think first of all, the officiating was generally poor. I
Yeah.
think it was clear
Yeah.
that the referees in AFCON, if you look at it, even the last AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire, they tend to be biased and favor the home team. And if you
Yeah.
look at the women's AFCON that we played recently, that we came back from 2 goals down to beat Morocco in the final 3-2, it was clear that the officiating was quite terrible. The Falcons had to fight for that AFCON trophy. And yes, you can see that same performance replicated in this game. Against Tanzania in the group stage, Tanzania should have been given a penalty. The referee did not give them a penalty. The VAR did not review the incident. Even in the quarterfinal match against who did Morocco play against, the same incident happened. The VAR did not intervene.
Cameroon.
So I was
Cameroon.
Nigeria actually knew that they were going to be playing against the crowd. They knew they were going to be playing
The
against the
referee.
officiating. And where I agree with you, Mustafa totally was play the way you have been playing. I believe if we had played this game the way we were playing every other game, we would have won this game. They were just pressing us, and we just decided to pack the balls for no good reason.
Yeah.
And I was quite disappointed. We should have pressed. If you look at it, it's not that Iwobi had a bad game. Iwobi was playing the same way he was playing. It's just that they didn't give him time on the ball. The moment the ball comes to him, 2 people have
Yeah,
already pressed
they
him. So there
bully
was
him
no
off the
time for him
ball.
to
So
go
it's not his
think
fault.
of
It's not his fault. Yeah.
passing the ball. Same thing with Onyedikachi. So it was a strategy from the Moroccan coach that once the ball comes to the
All
midfielders,
it be
we
on
press 2 of them
us.
and don't give them time on the ball to look for the wingers. And it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
And why we decided to sit down, allow them to be coming at us. If we had been pressing them the same way they were pressing us, the game would have just been a battle in the midfield and it would have been a clear
It would have been
stalemate.
like 3-2, 3-2, or 2-1, something like that. Yeah.
And if you look at it relatively, we only have 2 attempts on goal in this game, which is quite poor. We're a very good
No, very
attacking
poor.
side.
Peter, let me not lie to you. When I was
Otago.
watching Nigeria play against Algeria, I was thinking that even if Nigeria plays into the World Cup, they can make it to the semifinal because when you have Akor, you have Lukman, you have Osimhen. Osimhen stretches out defenses.
Osimhen.
He drags players, but their strategy in this game was not to do that type of pressing and
Yeah,
aggressive. They were
and he
too
made the
passive.
offensive players looked foolish and useless in the game. Lookman was totally useless. Ako was totally useless. Osimhen was totally useless because the balls that were meant to come to them did not come to them, and I won't blame them because they relied on the ball coming from the midfield, and Morocco has cut the channel and cut the ball coming from the midfield. And outside the midfield, there's no other way the ball will come.
I think
The
the
other
problem
opportunity that the ball can come is through the wings, through the fullbacks, Osayi and Bruno. And both of them were a bit scared to overlap because of Brahim Diaz and the other guy on the other side. They also worried that if they overlap too much, they will catch them on the counter and they might not be able to cover. So I think tactically the coach got it wrong. I'm not blaming anybody for the defeat. We just did not approach the game with the right mentality. Initially, I thought the first 30 minutes of the game I agreed playing the first 30 minutes of the game with the low block was a good idea. I agree, park the bus in the first setting, but come out after that and threaten these people and show them you can play. Don't just park the bus for the whole 90 minutes and expecting miracle to happen in penalty. And the way
we don't have strong creative midfielders.
And you had been hoping that you trained in penalty. You went to penalty and you were playing penalty as if you don't know what to do.
Chukwueze should be banned from Super Eagles in 7 Moses Simon. They did not play any jack shit in this game. And CAF is a disgrace to African football. CAF messed up the whole game.
I'm really with that, the way if we had played this game, the way we played Tunisia, I'm telling you, these people they are having mouth now because they have possession, they had created more chances.
No, see, Biodo, what happened in this game is that they studied our game. The Super Eagles, they are like Arsenal. If you press on them, they cannot function. That's what they did to us. Yeah. So they studied our game fully. And our midfield, we don't have bullies that can push. People that are skillful and push. And our boys, our players were slow. They were not fast in taking decisions to think fast. They were just
they were not thinking fast. They were thinking they will have time on the ball. And they didn't have that time. I mean, I won't blame them also. They were a bit cautious because of that referee. You know, there are some risks you want to take as a player. But when you know that this ref has been playing like this, you don't want to take some gamble.
I actually said
you see the man of the match. The man of the match should be given to Kevin Bassey.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Kevin Bassey was superb.
Bassey was excellent.
Kevin Bassey, Wabale, and Bruno, they were superb. They came in for Nigeria. They played very well.
If you look at the referee that refed during the Algeria game, you see that referee was very balanced. And I told people to be cautious.
He took authority of the game.
Yeah, I told people, I said the referee of the semis won't be as neutral as this guy. And it turned out to be so.
Yeah.
All the 50-50 balls, he kept blowing against us, you know.
Against Nigeria.
Yeah, you could see, if not for some, you know, good saves by, there was some foul, there was some foul that he ignored that resulted in counter that they could have scored from, if not for some good saves from Wabali. I mean, they pull our guy that you just allow play on and that kind of thing. But I think we really missed Ndidi in this game. Ndidi gives Iwobi the freedom to, you know, to dictate the tempo. He was rushed. He was rushed. They didn't give him time on the ball. Once he collects the ball, they close the space around him and he rushes the pass. So most of his passes were wayward. And like Bedu said, we were a bit cautious. In the Algeria game, we pushed our fullbacks forward. Osai was overlapping. Oyemechi was overlapping. None of them. Their average position today wasn't as high.
Was that line? That midfield line.
Yes, was that midfield line. They didn't advance beyond that. It was only one ball that Oyemechi was able to get close to the byline. And he didn't even cross that ball. So you look at it, and I don't know whether it was Eric Chell. They were at least if you lose the midfield battle, stretch the team by putting your fullbacks wide. Put your fullbacks wide. That will ensure that their players will go back at least. But they didn't do that. We were far too cautious, in my own opinion. And the problem with that was that they isolated the forwards. There was no service to either Lookman or Akordem. So that's where I see it. I don't see anything particularly fantastic about the Moroccan team.
Do you know I'm laughing?
There's nothing special about them. They didn't see anything special. They played.
See, Chukwueze, what was he thinking about when he took that penalty?
Chewing gum.
He just gave a back pass. He just gave a back pass.
But why was he selected? Why was he selected? That's my question.
Ball never in time, body. They go pick him. They're supposed to use people that have felt the game very well, the heat of the game. Use them. He now went and brought Chukwueze. Chukwueze, that is a very selfish player. I don't know. Nigerians always losing penalties.
Chukwueze was useless in this match. He didn't do anything.
And they brought him very late now.
They even brought him at a time when he could not even make any impact.
But here's the question. The big thing, I think this guy panicked. What happened to Akko Adams? Akko Adams, I was even saying Akko Adams could be Nigeria's starting number 9 if Osimhen left. He also panicked in that game. He didn't look like himself. What do you think?
They didn't give them a chance. There was no supply.
No supply. But you know what? I think the main thing is that
losing to their strength. Osimhen's strength is ball in the air. Give him crosses to feed on. You didn't cross any ball at all for the ball to not. What do you want him to do?
Not a single cross.
Look at when he plays for Galatasaray. All they do is cross, because they know that it's his friends.
Yeah, but this guy. So why weren't they crossing the ball? I don't understand what was going on. I think those guys. You know what? I think they were intimidated by Morocco because the game is in Morocco. I think they were intimidated. Like you said, they should. And to be honest,
they were just afraid of the. Somehow, I want to agree with you that I think the match was fixed because I don't just understand what we went to that match to play. Because
no, we didn't play.
That's not how they've played throughout the tournament. That's not how they've been playing throughout the tournament. And you just went to a semi-final. Look at how Senegal played today. They maintained the way they've been playing.
Oh, yes. Hold the ball.
You now change the semi-final. You change. Okay, even if you want to change it, I agree that Morocco, they always come in the first minute attacking you, and you just want to kill their early momentum. I agree. You can pack the ball in the first 25 minutes to kill their momentum and frustrate them. But after that, you come out and you play your game. You just pack the ball for 90 minutes and you are expecting. Okay, what was the plan to score a goal? Is the way we were playing today? Is that how they would have scored?
No, looking at and the way, like you said, they weren't using their wings throughout this tournament. The way they play, Lukman can go. He can drift. He can go to the left.
And there was no secondary plan or secondary strategy.
They weren't using combination passes like before. If Lukman pushes the ball to the left, Osimhen will now run towards the goal, and somebody will cross it to him. Hello. They didn't use that style of play at all.
Warif and Afolabi, are you there?
Yeah.
I can't hear Moose.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Oh, so what are your thoughts, Afolabi?
Yeah, like I said before, they were very conservative today. I don't know why. I told Mustafa some days ago, I said, go and play your game. Throw caution to the wind. They won't cope with your pressure. I don't know why they play. I was telling Beodo, I said, if you look at the average position of our fullbacks, it was about the center line. These were fullbacks that were overlapping against Algeria. It was Bruno that crossed for Osimhen to score the header. He didn't have a single cross today because he wasn't going forward. At least if the midfield is choked, allow your fullbacks to stretch the game and pin them back. And allow Lukman and Akko Adams to play more advanced. That's what you do.
Yeah. Remember what I said? Hakimi was not afraid today. He was overlapping and going forward.
Of course.
Nigeria couldn't even capitalize off of that.
We couldn't capitalize. But the only person that stayed back for them, that didn't push forward too much, was Nusa Mazraoui. But Hakimi was overlapping. So I felt they would target the space behind him and try and use that place against them. But they didn't.
Take advantage of it.
I'm beginning to believe this conspiracy theory. You may just be right that they may have collected a couple of dollars.
I said that Nigeria was going to sit back because the game was rigged. So I got half of it wrong, maybe. It wasn't rigged, but they sat back.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? Of course. I've never seen Nigeria play low block and sitting back. And let's give credit to what's his name, Bassi. Bassi was overworked in the defense, but he still worked very hard.
It was Bassi, Bruno, and Nwabali. They were superb, three of them.
As well.
When Nwabali plays small team, that's when he misbehaved. But he said, "Oh, today is a big game." If it wasn't for him, they would have lost that game in regular time. I'm telling you. Yeah.
But I really respect Bruno. Bruno made that Brahim Diaz guy look very
But to be fair, I'm not really upset. To be fair, Ibrahim Diaz is nothing special. He's nothing special. He's nothing special. He's Real Madrid. He's the bench for Madrid.
No, you know what it is?
He's nothing special.
You know what it is? Morocco has a very good midfield, and when they come forward and attack, they bring a lot of players. So they have so many players moving forward that he's always open to do his magic. He can't try that. He can't try that in Champions League. I'm telling you, he can't try that.
He doesn't even start for Real Madrid. He's on the bench.
No, he doesn't try. And even did you see he was trying to dribble on the right? He just kept on doing his side to side move. They said, "What? We don't care." No, the
painful thing was that if we had just played this game the way we played Tunisia, so that we would have been having a different outcome. That's just the painful thing.
They overwhelmed. And also, if Nigeria had played Senegal, Senegal would have been. I'm not saying that Senegal would have lost, but even Nigeria would have played better against Senegal because Senegal has a lot of gaps in their midfield and everything.
Yeah.
If Nigeria, I believe that
in this game.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Warif. Yeah.
No, finish. I wanted to comment about the referee and the penalty shootout.
Senegal is a good team, but Senegal plays like Brazil. They play open football, and Nigeria could have been able to counter against them. But Morocco plays through structured midfield and defense. So this was if they had beaten Morocco, they would have had a good chance to win this tournament. What were we going to say, Mr. Warif?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, in penalty shootout, don't they have a coach that can tell them what to do? Because that Chukwueze's penalty, I'm still thinking about it. Maybe I'm going to dream about it because I cannot just imagine that.
If I was the coach, I know the game has gone into extra time. I would leave all my strikers on. Osimhen, Akko Adams would play.
Osimhen would have scored.
And then Lookman and Onuachu. Why would they go and bring this Dele Bashiru self? I was surprised he scored his own because he just entered. And Chukwueze.
No, Dele Bashiru is a good player. He's a very good player.
I know. I've seen him in Lazio. I've actually seen him in Lazio. I didn't even expect that because he didn't start the game, he would play the penalty kick. I expected all our forwards to
Chukwueze should not play for Super Eagles again.
No.
I don't even like him. I don't like his style of play.
Yedika and Bashiru.
He's not a serious player. How can you go and...
No, he's a winger. They don't need him. They have Simon. They have Akko Adams. They don't need him. No.
See, in this type of game, in this type of penalty shootout, what you have to do, that's like Mohamed Salah. Take shots straight.
Yeah, don't pick one side. Play shots. Hit it with all your power.
Straight. The keeper can't catch it.
Look
the keeper
at
will surely die.
That 20-year-old Moroccan. Look at the way he played his own.
Look at that 20-year-old boy, yeah.
Shot.
No, look at
power.
He waited for the keeper to die before he played it.
Yeah.
It was Chukwueze that killed us in this match.
And you know what I think? I think that
because if he had scored that,
it would have been because Nigeria had the advantage. But I think also that Osimhen, after they insulted him and said that he's selfish, I think he was passing the ball too much when he was getting the ball in the attacking position.
Yes.
Maybe he's trying to say, "Oh, let me not be unselfish."
How can you have players like Osimhen, Lookman?
And now give it to Chukwueze.
And you are playing defensive football. You are playing defensive. You are playing defensive football.
It's not Nigeria style. Same thing like in the other
match. Vinicius, Mbappe, and all these Real Madrid players, you are not saying they should go and pack balls. Where do you want to see the way
but the thing is that they shouldn't sack this coach. They should just give him time to scout for more players. Actually, this guy tried.
He tried. He can't get rid of him. And another thing, while I was watching that game, they were playing a low block. I was like, why is Osimhen and Akko Adams so far behind, even after the other team gets the ball? It looks like they're playing defense. And Osimhen was dropping deep into midfield.
Yeah.
But I do think that not having Ndidi, now we know
I feel maybe they should have started.
You know the good thing is good that we did not even go to the final because that stupid referee had booked Bassi and Bassi was going to miss the final. So if we had got to the final, we're not going to play that final without Bassi.
You know what would happen? You know what would happen? Jackson will score 2 goals in that game because there's no central defense.
See, you know this Chukwueze knew what he was doing. That was why he played that thing like that. I'm telling you, that guy did not want us to go to the finals. He just played it anyhow, very casual. I cannot just imagine that kind of thing. Somebody that wants to win match.
This game was fixed in a way. You think that? Why do you think he did that? Because he's angry that they didn't start him throughout the tournament. Is that what?
Yes.
I'm serious.
I believe you.
And also, I think there was bad luck on the team after Nigeria won.
The first game of the tournament. Now he didn't play well. That was why they started benching him.
Yeah,
he dribbles too much. He dribbles too much.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up soon. We'll go around the block one more time. What are your last thoughts, Biodun? Yeah.
I think last thoughts. Proud of the Super Eagles. The truth is, Nigeria, our medicine in AFCON is our minimum bus stop is semi-final. We always get to semi-final every AFCON.
No, don't say
Maybe we
that.
didn't expect that we'll get to the semi-final
Don't
this
say
time.
that.
No,
But
we
there was
made
a
it to
lot
the
of
final
belief that
last
we're
time.
going to win. Yeah, we had this belief that we're going to win, but definitely we knew that, yes. So not really, we always get to the semi-final. So it's not, I don't call this an achievement generally. I
No,
just
this is not
feel
an
it's a
achievement.
normal
Third
thing. It's
place
not an achievement.
is not
It's
achievement.
not an
Last year,
achievement for us. We
last
always
time we
get to
came
the
second.
semi-final. It's not, they did not play beyond expectation. They didn't do anything exceptional. They just got to the regular point we always stop in AFCON. Come back with golden bronze.
The
It's
retest
just for
was
us to build the
Morocco, this
team.
Morocco.
Yeah, it's just to build the team forward, going forward. And now that CAF is going to be playing, moving the tournament to every 4 years, maybe we'll begin to take the
But we still have
tournament
one.
more
We still
serious.
have 1 in 2 years. We still have 1 in 2 years.
Yes. So maybe we'll start taking the tournament more serious. But I think I like the coach. I like what he's doing, but I think it should not be. I think coaches learn more on the job. Maybe you learn from the mistake of the tactical decision we decided to do and improve going forward. Kudos to the
What do you
team.
think
I'm
about
not blaming
Mane?
everybody. I'm not blaming Chukwueze. I'm not blaming Chukwueze. I'm not blaming Bruno for the penalty miss. Anybody misses penalty. It's just football, but I just think overall we just tactically wrong here.
I'll blame the coach and the whole team for not playing their style of football. It would have even been better if they lost 3-2 and played their style of football. Just
exactly. If you look at what now Chelsea played today, Chelsea played the way their new coach played, and they still lost 3-2. So
it's okay.
Nobody would have crucified us if we had lost 3-2 or 2-1.
If we are coming to the Emirates,
that's where you can play. Yeah.
Maybe Nicholas Jackson will come back to Chelsea. All right, what are your thoughts, Mr. Arif?
Yeah, like Biodo said, they should just allow the coach, give him time to scout for more players.
He did a good job.
And also the Super Eagles players, they should learn how to play more penalty shootout. Like in the playoff against Congo, they lost again in penalty shootout. So I think our players, they don't have the lever to take penalties. So they should train more. If possible, have penalty specialists. I think.
Yeah. Once they went to penalties, I knew the game was over. I knew it was over.
Because against Congo, the Democratic Republic, we lost in penalty shootout as well.
We have to start practicing that more. What are your thoughts, Falabi?
Yeah, absolutely. They need to take it more seriously. And I don't know, I would feel, the first names on your penalty kick takers will be your forwards. Then probably midfield or maybe one player that's a special.
Leave defenders.
I was surprised at the choice of Chukwueze and even Bruno to an extent. both of them are left-footed players, and and
it's very easy.
So I don't know why.
I know maybe Osimhen is not good at penalties, but also he was tired.
Look at that poor guy. Look at that poor guy that came on towards the end. He's a forward. He played the penalty kick like a forward, and he scored it.
Yes.
But to be fair. But to be fair, I think it's not really the position of the players that determine the penalty taker. If you look at some teams like back then in Chelsea, Ashley Cole was one of our best penalty takers, and he was the left back. Madrid, Ramos is one of their best penalty takers in the centre back. So I think it just depends on the coach mentality and the players' confidence in playing the penalty. I think that's just it.
But me, if you don't have the lever.
I take offense when an attacking player meets the penalty. Like Chukwueze, I take serious offense in it. Because for an attacking player to meet a penalty, my God, defensive players, and even goalkeepers score penalty. Then you are an attacking player, you go there and you play nonsense. So
that's crazy. But very quickly, man, what do you guys think about Mane, man? Mane may be the player of the tournament. Him and look, man, that guy's good.
Mane is Egypt's nemesis. Mane is Egypt's nemesis.
He beat them twice. I think Morocco is going to win this tournament because of home advantage. But
I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I think
they are going to bring the same refs.
Senegal win in Jesus' name.
They are going to bring the same refs.
If Senegal want to win, they need to score first.
Yeah. They need to go for it. And also they need to be more attacking.
The officiating.
Senegal was doing too much bombers. They need to be more direct. Yeah. All right.
The officiating in this match was very poor.
We'll talk. The referee fucked. The referee was bad, and then he tried to cover it up later by helping Nigeria small later.
The guy messed up big time.
All right, so we'll see. So Bino, we'll be seeing you if you have time, because I know you're busy for some Chelsea games during the EPL.
Yeah.
When are you going back to Abuja? Are you in Lagos? Yeah.
No, I'm in Abuja. I'm back in Abuja.
Yeah,
because of school, I've actually.
I know you're. Yeah. So you're doing school too, huh? Yeah. Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you have come out, maybe once every couple of weeks, we can do and also Champions League. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Sure. Nice one to take us out.
All right. Good night.
Kule didn't even show up.
Kule is enjoying Arab money. Arab money.
Yeah. All right, Afolabi, take us out. Biola, you'll be here for the post game for the final match too, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, take us out, Afolabi. Yeah.
Okay, it's been another very good show. We have been discussing the exit of the Super Eagles in the big semi-final in AFCON. I'm from Biodu, from Warifa, Mustafa. I'm still Afolabi. We'll be back again for the big one, probably on Sunday. Bye for now.
All right, guys. Good one.
Gracias. Like, share, and subscribe.